Today I'm going to show you how to use Ista. We're using K+Dcan cable, and I've got it plugged into my laptop. I also have the other end plugged into the vehicle. I'm going to be testing this software on my 2014 535xi. So let's double click on Ista and wait for it to launch. Once it launches, please double click on the top portion of the program right up here so that it opens in full screen. You want to make sure that you hit this little wrench icon and you go to vehicle interface, and you want to make sure that you have this set up correctly. So if you're going to be using your K+Dcan cable, you want to make sure this is the option that's selected, and if you're using your eNAT cable, make sure you have the dealer icon eNAT local network, and then hit OK. Now we've got the ignition on, the cable plugged into the laptop and into the car on the other end. So we're going to click Operations, read out vehicle data, and now complete identification. This might take a while. If you wish, you can fast forward, because this usually takes about a minute. What it's going to do is it's going to scan every single module in the vehicle. All of these are separate modules that are responsible for different functions in the car. Like, for example, this is parking distance control, and you've got the AC and the heat module. You've got, just hit OK. Sometimes there will be error here and there if it cannot communicate with certain modules. This combi module here is for the dashboard. This one's for the transmission. The DMA is for the engine. So it's gonna read all the faults and analyze all the data in the vehicle. Here it shows that it's a 5 Series F10 sedan, 535X drive, and 55 engine automatic transmission. US left, the steering wheel is on the left, and the production date is 1307. And those are the last 7 of the VIN number. So we're still waiting here, waiting for this to finish. Alright, here you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit display fault memory, and we see that the battery faulty or worn out, so my battery needs to be replaced pretty soon. We've got an issue with the welcome light, and this is most likely all related. So what we can do is we can just hit delete fault memory, or we can, for instance, click one of these faults, double click, and it shows you, and the screen pops up and it tells you all the details. You can click details, so description. It'll give you a description of a fault. Alright, so I'm going to close this. So this is how you read faults, and here is delete fault memory. This is how you erase fault. The next thing, you could click on function structure and you can read all the information here. And so service functions. software update. You typically only want to update software with Ethernet cable or BMW ICOM. ICOMs can be expensive. They start at $400, but the BMW Ethernet cable can get that for 20 bucks on pretty much anywhere in eBay, Amazon. So once you have the Ethernet cable connected, you can update your software on all of your modules in the vehicle. Now, control unit replacement. With the control unit replacement, you can basically, whether if you need a new or used module, you can just install it and go into this section and tell the computer that that module has been replaced, and it will program it for you. But you need to use Ethernet cable or ICOM for this. And the same thing here, vehicle modification. So retrofit, you can add certain things to your car that it didn't come with. Coding, remove some of the functions that you don't want your vehicle to have anymore, and stuff like that. So let's go back to let's hit one. Okay, there you go. Troubleshooting. Service functions. Yeah, my little. Oh, okay, there you go. Vehicle information. For instance, if these are all the modules like I told you. So if we hit one of these modules, let's say DME, right? Digital Motor Electronics. I hit DME and call up ACU functions at the bottom. Now we can see the part number, we can see the production date when it was made, last time it was the software was updated on it. It's all here, and ECU responded properly. So what we can do here is we can click component triggering, and we can trigger certain things like injectors or test the turbocharger and stuff like that. Or we can also click on diagnosis scan, and we can click diagnosis request, and all these different values like coolant temperature, engine oil temperature, battery voltage, anything you want, oil pressure. There's so many different things that are related here to the engine, like air mass. The car is not running now, so fuel tank level, fuel temperature, anything you want, you click on it. Alright, you click on it. There are lots of different things. Alright, and alternator, anything, everything is in here. And then you click read state, and on the right side of the screen, it'll give you all the information. So the engine speed is 0, so the engine isn't on. Coolant temperature is 87 Celsius, and engine oil temperature is here. Battery voltage is 12.1.5. Oil pressure, air mass is 0 because the engine is not running. Fuel tank level 12 liters. Fuel temperature. So we got all the information here, and we can do this. So I'm gonna hit close. We can do this with every single individual module. You can check different values and see if it functions properly and stuff like that. So yeah, this is how you use Ista, and basically with the K+Dcan cable, you can only do diagnostics for the most part, and if you want to do software update, or if you're replacing the module or anything like that, you will need Ethernet cable or ICOM. And like I said, Ethernet cables are cheaper, so I'd usually just go for that. But without the Ethernet cable, you can only really run diagnostics, and that's it. So this is it. And to exit out of here, what you have to do is you have to hit this icon here, and you click on the connection here, and then close operation. Alright, and it's gonna ask you yes. Okay, so it's gonna take maybe like 10 seconds or so. this will disappear, and after it disappears completely, even this here it says none, it has to just completely disappear. Once that goes away, there you go. You can hit this here, X, and exit it out and hit OK. And that's it. This is how you use the Ista for diagnostics.